Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel, Nerds with Dice. We are nerds, and we there are dice most likely present for most people here currently. Yep, there we go. I am the Bardic Knock. You can find me on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube, all as the Bardic Knock. You can find Nerds with Dice over on Twitter, and that is at NerdsWDice here on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/Nerds with Dice, and over on YouTube. Go and check out all of those things. Also, before I do anything, I have been informed by the great voice from beyond but Nerds with Dice currently has merch in existence. So you can use the code in the Twitch chat, !merch, I believe, and you can look into that. And I have now remembered, I meant to actually talk to the group here about potentially coming up with some designs for some Dreams of Nobody merch. I don't know what we would use, so I need to remember to talk about that with people in the future, because
Yeah, nobody knows yet.
All right, scene. I believe I said all the things about me. I believe I said all the things about the channel. So I will give a brief summary of what is going on in this game right here, and what we are playing and all of that, after the lovely faces and voices say words of introduction about themselves. Capjack, would you be so kind as to take it away?
Hello, everybody. I am Capjack, or at CapJCross on the Twitch Monster Machine. You can find me here, of course, on the Wednesdays, right now, and occasionally over on my own channel, but, you know, here, now, playing the wonderful, delightful, monstrous, and hilarious Sirish, who is part of the Connected Playbook. The Connected Playbook basically meaning that I get to body hop through the worlds, kind of like a really, really weird version of Sliders. Or no, Quantum Leap. Quantum Leap, that's the one that I'm going for.
But with cat ears.
Yes.
Okay. Now my brain is going wild. Was it Scott Bakarov who was Quantum Leap, or am I mixing that up with something else? Yeah.
Yeah, it was Scott Bakula.
Yeah.
Bakula, that's it. I'm mixing up names. Who owns Star Trek? That's Disney has no clause in that yet. No.
Great.
Yeah, no,
I just
that's
remembered he was-
Paramount.
Yeah. So I just remembered he was in Enterprise, wasn't he, as well?
Yes, he was
Yes.
Captain Archer.
Yeah. Look at that. Someone remembered Enterprise existed. That's a first.
Enterprise exists, everyone.
I have never seen it. I am, at the moment, just working my way through DS9, so yay.
Oh, so good.
Best series. Voyager's my favorite. Deep Space Nine is the best, sadly. Because it's not my favorite. Just because Voyager.
DS9 was my favorite, and now it's Discovery.
Oh, Discovery.
So good. Right.
We got distracted. Kay, I believe you are next. Who are you?
Hey, I'm Kay, aka Undead Kay. You can find me over on my Twitter at K_Undead. And I am playing Xylene, the Discarded, is her playbook. Basically, I am playing a Riku-esque, could have been somebody, could have been a contender, but instead, here's what happened. I'm the brawler, basically. Also, I have a cat who is insisting on being held because I had the brilliant idea to give him catnip shortly before the stream. I make the best life choices.
Cat drugs.
This is entirely how I imagine Xylene going around life, though, with just Siri. Just saying,
See, that is in fact Siri right now. Yep.
Yeah.
Method acting, it's great.
Is there anything else, Kay?
No, I think that's it.
Yep. And
Just,
finally, we have the wonderful voice of Lauren. Voice of Lauren, who are you?
Hello. Yes, I am Lauren. You can find me on Twitter at Sithwitch, SITHWITCH. And I am playing Rissix, who is the Mystic, which means I get to use magic, I get to do a lot of interesting stuff with links, and I am the mom friend, which is unrelated to the playbook, but hey, there you go.
Alrighty, so that is everybody, and there is a dog because she keeps insisting on going under my desk, and I don't trust her, so she's on the naughty end, I guess, until she calms down. All right, words and such. Yes, recap. So, last time we had our Grudgeby match over in the Boiling Isles. We facilitated Luz and Amity becoming an official couple, so all of our headcanons can be satiated.
Cannon. Ship.
What else did we do? So we did a bunch of shenanigans, and then we ended the session by heading through a doorway into darkness, and we wound up in. Thus far, I've been calling it Gargoyle's Peak, and there's going to be a minor retcon to where Gargoyle's Peak is just an area in the world you are currently going to. I will not reveal the full name or the full. Yeah, it is name. That's what my full name of this world you are currently in. But it is no longer Gargoyle's Peak is just an area of it. There is other things going on. When you arrived, you were all in gargoyle forms, which I might ask people to describe again. And you met and interacted with a big boy, a big gay awakening for many, many young people, boy with Goliath. That's some insight to me as a young child. And yes, you were attacked by some strange people coming out from giant flying machines as Goliath protected you and told you to run and follow the other gargoyles, which you did. And that is basically where we ended last time. So, should we just jump straight on into the action? Who would like to be doing... Yeah. Who would like to be taking any sort of control here? Because you're just running across rooftops. You are coming to the end of a rooftop fairly swiftly. You have seen the other gargoyles who have been running ahead. You see that they just run to the end of that rooftop. They jump off and they just jump off the edge of a building like no fear.
Cool lesson, everything.
Is that safe? I mean, they look fine, but guess do we follow? We should follow them. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess with that run.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to open various things in Roll20 on my phone. It's less than intuitive on the phone.
Yeah, Roll20 on the phone's not fun.
It's not wonderful. Is there anything that I can do on this side to help you?
No, I think I could figure it out, but if I need, I might eventually have to ask you for a screen cap of the basic moves and the mystic moves.
Yeah, okay. I will try and get a hold of those for you.
Thank you. But in the meantime, yes, Rissix will be running and looking back to see who here has cat ears.
No one. Not yet.
No one currently.
Okay, well that's one worry that is pushed to a future worry instead of a now worry. That is a problem for future me. I'm also going to be flapping my wings, trying to see if I can start get any lift.
Okay, so flapping your wings, you realize that these wings are not. They don't do a flapping. These are much more designed to be like cutting or for gliding. Flapping doesn't really help you achieve much. Maybe give like small amounts of lift, but that's really about it. Yeah, sorry, I was just double checking something there. So you do look at your wings, and you can sense like, all right, these would help. These would definitely be fairly useful. If you could find some kind of airstream to get into, to ride upon, whether that be one that just naturally exists and you're just going to leap off the building and see if you find one, or maybe you could manipulate and create one either by, I don't know, you like punch a hole in a building or do magic, or like I'm just trying to think of ideas.
I was gonna ask for the magic inflicts a semi-permanent condition. Would that count as creating wind?
That would most certainly count as that, yes.
Okay, in that case, as we're nearing the edge of the building, I would like to cast magic.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah, there we go. All right, so cast magic is 2d6 plus mastery.
Okay, so it's 2d6 plus 2.
Okay.
That is 6 and a 5. Ooh, nice. 11 plus 2, that's 13.
Okay, so on 10 plus, you get to pick 3. So you can open something, cause 1 harm, heal 1 harm, hits more than 1 entity, no unintended consequence, creates an illusion, semi-permanent condition, and bypass defenses.
Okay, remind me what's chasing us?
Well, okay, so we as the human beings playing this game know that these were helicopters. I don't know if your characters know what helicopters are, but a bunch of people in kind of bright red jumpsuits wearing masks holding strange looking weaponry, and you saw them fire and they seem to shoot out like laser beams because it's a 90s TV show. We can't have guns, we can only have lasers because that's less violent. Apparently.
Okay. First off, I would like to... Okay, as they're approaching the edge, Rissix's eyes flash. She pulls in a bunch of blues and weird colors, like blues and purples, and when she pushes it out in front of her, it splits off into 3. And the first one goes and creates a gust of wind that, as we're reaching the edge of the building and basically have to jump off, is going to catch us so that we can glide. The second one is it's going to hit more than 1 entity, so it's going to split off there. And the third one is okay, I don't know if this would be create an illusion or inflict a semi-permanent condition, but I basically want to do the equivalent of a magical flashbang.
Okay.
In front of
Nice.
you. Yeah.
Okay, so either work, really. I guess that's entirely up to you, which you would prefer the sound of.
Yeah, let's do semi-permanent condition.
All right,
so
yeah.
that it'll actually have, because otherwise, like if they're wearing stuff that I'm presuming they're wearing, like the helmets and etc. So this is gonna be bright enough and I guess have a little flare of heat at the middle that it'll scramble everything for a few seconds.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right. So as all of that goes off, I assume you all leapt and you just now soaring through the sky, attempting to follow your new friend people who we must trust because they're there now. They'll lead the way, and you can tell that they are not super familiar with their environment either. They seem a little bit confused. One of them almost crashes straight into a building. Another kind of gets a bit lost. It seems like everyone is scrambling to make some kind of quick escape. In fact, let me just... What am I doing? Where's... Yeah, okay, that is the one. As they are trying to lead the way, One of them is inadvertently going to crash into like into like a large billboard, and we're gonna see if that creates any issues for anybody else behind them. Okay, actually, that's pretty useful. So, the largest of these gargoyles, I want to say like teal colored skin, larger build, doesn't seem to have any hair. This large boy kind of crashes into a billboard and creates a hole in it, allowing the rest of you a quick and easy way to get through, whilst also giving you additional cover from any fire that is coming towards you, because they'd have to shoot through a billboard. So you have that going for you to help you move and get away from being attacked. Xylene,
Yeah.
would you like to try to do anything to help in the group escape?
Could I? You know what? Could I potentially try to like knock the billboard on the whirly thing that's following us?
I think you could.
Yeah, like
think you could
basically
totally
just give
try
it a
and do
good shove.
What would you like to roll? Either are you doing this with magic? Are you doing a punch?
Do what she's good at and probably hit something.
Okay.
That's what she's
Would you prefer to try to strike with intent or strike to subdue?
I would say straight. I'm going to strike with intent for the billboard itself, because I am trying to actually like knock it down. So do some damage to it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. 1 and a 6 with +2, so that's
that is
nine.
a 9.
9.
All right, so you can choose one. Defend yourself from harm, deal great harm. So really hit that billboard, destroy that advertisement, break capitalism, or you can take control of the situation.
I'm actually going to say take control of the situation, because I want to time it to basically make sure that the billboard kind of actually falls on this thing that's following us. So like I want to and basically try to give everybody a little bit more time to escape. So I'd say take control.
All right, yeah, I like that. So, in order to take control, I kind of like the idea. So, there was a hole made in this billboard, and of course, it's fairly comedic. So, I don't know, the billboard is selling, I don't know, beans, toothpaste,
missing the teeth. I don't know.
Yeah, where the hole is on the billboard, it is pure comedic, like it's pure comedic genius. So that's what it looks like when people are like flying into it, and it's just very amusing. And then I like the idea that Xylene has swooped, that's the word, swooped through, like pulled up and positioned herself on top of the billboard and waits, and then we'll kick off the billboard, causing it to. As you do that, you will take a shot. Well, actually, wait, hang on, let me just. Yeah, so a rogue shot from one of these laser gun zippy zaps will clip you, so you'll take 1 harm.
Okay.
But you have taken control of the situation. The billboard hits the giant, scary, loud machine, and you see it starting to like tail off, and you see it's starting to like struggle and not be in the air, and that turns around, and that's gonna go and escape and go and find a safe place. So you've got rid of one. There's 2 more following still. I assume you continue after you've done that. You continue following.
Yeah, I just like immediately, just like as soon as I see it, I jump off and then just try to catch some air and follow the group.
All right, wonderful. As you are all going, you see not too far away on a rooftop. You see a person, and she seems to be wearing like a red jacket of sorts. Of course, Capjack, do you want to give a full description of this person?
Oh my god.
Yes, in fact, I do. So, she is wearing a red leather jacket, black t-shirt, blue jeans, and black boots. Kind of has a darker skin and is standing there, like hands on hips, staring at the incoming gargoyles and the helicopters behind them, and just points, and another pair of helicopters start descending towards them with NYPD written on the side.
Yes. All right. So I'm very okay with that.
And of course, cat ears.
Of course, cat ears. So with that, the NYPD helicopters, they come in, and the 2 remaining helicopters, they pull up, they turn around, they're making a break for it, and you are as a group now fairly safe to land on this rooftop, and the whole group of gargoyles. So Goliath, the one whose name you know, the little one, the little green one, the red one with long hair, the larger boy, the old grumbly type, and the one which is basically just a dog, and it's adorable. You're all stood on this rooftop. I assume catching your breaths collectively.
Absolutely. I think I'm going to actually drop to my knees and sort of like hands on the ground, just ground.
I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder to steady her.
The older looking gargoyle, who seems to have a little bit of a beard going on, and a sword on his hip, looks and goes, "I wouldn't quite call it ground, Lessie," as he gestures up the side of a building.
I am going to take a sharp inhale and like scoot a few inches away from the edge.
Ah, Goliath, you found them!
Yes, I managed to find my clan. Apparently there are more here. You found more of Xanatos's work? I was unaware that there was so many of my kind held here.
Yes, I'm pretty sure this is, Xanatos just got them shipped in. They're part of the Heartless clan.
I'm not familiar with this, but if they are my people, I will do what I can to protect them. Thank you. Very kindly, Detective.
Of course. And, Detective Mazel, turns facing away from Goliath to Rissix and Xylene, and just one eye shifts to yellow and winks and goes back to normal.
Yeah, as if we couldn't tell by the cat ears. But for now, not saying anything.
I'm just gonna kind of give like a nod and just be like, ground safe, ground safe. Don't look over the edge.
All right. So, with that, Goliath will kind of look to the two newcomers and goes, "Here's we have got some kind of safety. You'll follow. We'll take you to our nest, and we'll try and find out where you have come from, what we can do to help you. You are more than welcome at our hearth and at our table. Come." And he'll very flamboyantly throw his wing round and then wrap it around like his little coat. Is he so good? And with that, he will lead the way. This definitely appears to be the building in which they have got some kind of den set up. And we'll take you inside. And yes, there is... okay. There's like a full setup of things going on in there. So, there's like a TV in there. And... okay, I think one of my dogs needs to go out. Because, yeah. So, is it all right? I know we've only just started.
Break.
Yeah, because a dog is looking like she's about to have an accident.
Yeah, that is.
Nope.
Yes, go take care of that.
So I'll...
Wait. I hit the wrong thing for a second. Then, yeah, we will be back in just a few minutes.
Sorry.
No, it's cool.
No.
Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. That is 100% my fault. I totally spaced on the fact that the dog's system is out of whack by about half an hour. And that is exactly why that happened, because it would have happened in about half an hour. So that is an error there. But hey, pay attention to animals. Okay. Trying to vaguely recall where we were before. Yes, you had just entered like the gargoyle's lair. It's how best to describe this. There's a few rooms, and they seem to have a few personal effects. The main room seems to be a living room of sorts, with like one very beat up looking lazy boy chair and a very, very old fashioned like big box television set with a slightly crooked aerial wire hanging off of it. The gargoyles, they love this place. This is home. They are super happy and content here. And you see, they all split off to separate rooms. The larger looking, more teal colored skin, he heads straight to the kitchen, cracks that fridge open, and starts making like the biggest, most ridiculous cartoony sandwich you have ever seen. The old grumbly looking one heads into the living room area on the lazy boy, feet up, with the dog sat at the side, but he's going to give a little stroke. The red-skinned one and the small, scrawnier, green-skinned one, they head off to like a room, and you know what? I'm going to say we've got a foosball table because I like that aesthetic. I think that suits these two very much. Leaving Goliath with the two new gargoyles and a police detective just kind of stood there like, yeah. Is there anywhere you would like to go and interact with, or are you just going to stand here and be like, the frick is going on?
I'm gonna kind of be staring at the TV. I think I've developed this headcanon. I don't know exactly what the TV is. I don't know exactly what the whirly thing is, but I do know what gummy ships and gummy phones are. So I'm going to kind of lean over to Rissix and be like, that is the oldest model of gummy phone I have ever seen.
Yeah, Rissix is going to just nod in agreement, taking everything in, and look over to Goliath and be like, yeah, so we're not from around here, obviously, but we're here because of... Have you noticed anything strange going on lately?
There are many strange things that happen up here around the Gargoyle's Peak. Although, I suppose specifically, Xanatos and his cronies have been making hard moves. There's been a lot more activity. They've been seeming to seek us out more, as if they are wanting to collect something or monitor something. It's all very alarming. And none of it seems to be helped by the loud person in the small box who seems to rant and rave about what seems to be all hours of the day.
I do a deep dive.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, that's 7.
Okay,
Wait,
so
that's a heart. Do I have anything about? Yeah, it doesn't matter. 7.
Where is my list of things? Okay, so
You
on
asked
a
me a
7,
question on this one.
I get to ask you a question. Okay, so my question here is, what was done here recently?
Huh. That's great. You know, the ranting and raving figure on the screen cuts over to a breaking news alert. Let's see. Yeah, so that's what was done here recently is a breaking news alert that was... Unless you want to take it from there.
I don't know if you've got anything. If not, I was just going to make stuff up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do too. So, what happened recently? There was a break-in at a museum. Let's see, some old... Would make sense. A couple of... like, weird old relics were taken, but they bypassed jewels and gold and things like that just to get, like, basically a bunch of pottery?
Okay. I can pick up what you're putting down, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the tiny box, which seems to be on a rolling news channel, it does cut over to an older-looking gentleman, clearly late 50s, maybe early 60s, wearing a blue suit, not like a dark blue suit, like a slightly too bright-colored blue suit, a red tie, and like a slightly yellowish-colored shirt. This person has black hair in what can only be described as like almost like a very standard military type cut, so like very short at the sides and like perfectly maintained. Flat top, that's her name.
Yep.
I'm back with hairstyles. And on the sides there is like single strips of white, and everything looks, his entire head looks incredibly square, like almost perfectly square, as he is sat behind a desk and he slams his fist down and goes, "These blasted gargoyles, they're just running around everywhere. Now, I bet it's something to do with that menacing webhead as well. Now, I'm not here to spread lies, I'm only here to report the facts. And these are public menaces, and we should put a stop to them. And the only person who's out there doing the job, and it's not the NYPD, it's our man, Xanatos."
So he seems angry.
I'm going to kind of walk over to the TV and just be like, "Sir, I think you should calm down." Still thinking that it's a gummy phone.
Now, people will be shouting at their screens right now, "Jonah, you need to calm down." But I say to them, no, you need to rage up against the mainstream media. Raise up against those people who are telling you to be politically correct and demanding that you let go of your good, old-fashioned American ways.
So he can hear us. And I'm just gonna stare at the screen, utterly enthralled.
Xylene, can you... No. I guess, no, since we know what gummy phones are, I wouldn't think like, hey, reach through the screen and hit him. But,
I mean, you could decide not to know what they are. I don't.
Do you, Xylene? You keep an eye on him, and I'm gonna turn back to Goliath. So, and I'm gonna point at the TV. So this angry guy, have you noticed anything? Is he weird? Is he like always here? We're just, we're looking for the. There's some darkness that kicked us out of our what do you call it, nest, and we followed it here. So, but we
Goliath,
need your help.
Goliath will stand there very stoically and scowl and give a small nod. As the angry man was not always there. Originally, Hudson enjoyed watching lots of small men run around on a field. It appeared to be some kind of battle. There was the giants fighting the Mets. Or I don't understand what these names, all these clans are, but they seem thoroughly entertained. It's almost gladiatorial.
Hey, maybe Grudgeby exists here too.
I think it was. Don't remember exactly what it was called. Whatever it was, it sounded entirely incorrect for what they were doing. Yes.
It's football, Goliath.
But they weren't kicking the ball. They were not using their feet. Why was this called football? And it's also not a ball.
Do they throw feet?
Throw feet. No.
After
Right.
Grudgeby, I'm not ruling anything out.
But I believe I saw one time some people getting something as the kids in approximately 20 to 25 years would say, through hands.
Oh, Goliath, that was hockey. That one's on ice.
Okay. So, yes, Rissik's gonna start talking to herself. So, we're in a world where we have wings, and people throw hands and feet for entertainment. This is... I'm not sure if this is more or less weird than the place we just came from. I'm gonna look at Sierra Lisa. What are we calling?
Detective Siri is on the case.
I'm going to look at my crew and see if they have anything to add.
Well, I assume Xylene is just kind of like...
Xylene is in the background at this point, just hands around the TV that she thinks is a gummy phone and is like, "Where is this museum, angry man?"
It's the Met, and I can take you there.
This is so much fun because I think so much of this it really leans into, like, collectively as a group of 4 human beings, we're all a little bit loopy at the moment for various reasons, and I think just leaning into that makes this so much more fun. So
it makes sense our characters would be a little loopy at this point too, because this is what our
Yeah.
third job of the day.
Yeah, we just had a big fight, so... And now 2 of us have wings.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to start making links, just out of curiosity?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good, because that
Actually.
helps me when you make links.
Speaking of links,
Xylene, as you're cupping the TV, the lovely old guy who's old gargoyle sat on his lazy boy will kind of lean in and goes, I've noticed there, wee lass, that sometimes if you slap the side of it, you get a little bit of a response from them.
oh really? And I'm just gonna kind of tap 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 tap. And I guess a mastery link with Hudson, maybe?
Yeah, go for it.
Well,
yeah.
that's a 4.
Okay, so I am gonna say you. Where's the thing? That's not the thing. The thing I am looking for is that one. So a 4 would be a miss. So you don't get a link move. I'm gonna say that you can form a light link with Hudson instead,
All right, cool.
because Hudson's just been a good guy. He's a good guy. He's pleasant. And as you tap the side of the TV, really what you're doing, you're just finding out you can change the channel. So well, what channel would you like to have put on instead?
I feel like football should be on another channel, and now I'm just really confused because I'm not seeing any feet being thrown.
Also, I'm gonna roll a light link for Hudson. I got a 10 plus. There was stuff. So yeah. Oh, and that means I'm gonna give a world link.
Yeah.
Let's give it to Xylene.
All right, Xylene, make a little note that you have a world link you can spend.
Okay. And
Rissik,
if Hudson, yeah.
Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
Nope, my brain corrected itself. I was like, no, my link move didn't trigger. Never mind.
Okay.
Brain.
Rissik, would you like to make any links with anybody?
I would like to try and make a light link with Goliath.
Oh yeah, do it.
Okay, 6 plus 0, so 6.
Okay, so your link move won't trigger, and that's a miss. So I am going to say, instead of a light link, this is me projecting really hard on Goliath, because Goliath certainly gave Child Bardic a heart link of introspection. Look, I'm going to keep harping on about how Goliath is one of the many things that made me gay.
Look, who among us did not have Goliath as an imaginary boyfriend, I ask you?
Anybody who says they didn't either didn't watch the show or is lying.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, does Goliath, like, could you justify a heart link? Could Goliath provide any form of introspection for Rissik right now?
Yeah, just observing the way that Goliath is being very protective of the clan and even the new people, and very willing to explain. Yeah, there's going to be oh, okay, this is a good leader. This is somebody to model yourself on.
It's like parents bonding. Yeah, parents
exactly. It's parents showing off their disaster children.
Oh, that's so good.
We'll also do a roll. Yeah, basically, it's so long as anyone's making a link, I'm gonna attempt to make one too.
Yeah, pretty much. I was gonna. Goliath needs a link in life.
So, yes, both Xylene and Siri, if you would also like to attempt to make links with Goliath.
That's an 8, so.
What type of link are you trying to make?
I was gonna go with a heart link.
Yeah, heart. 8 is a pass, so yeah, you get it.
Cool.
You don't need your link move to trigger for that, so you can get that. And Xylene, what would you like?
I was actually gonna go with a light link,
All right.
and that is a 7.
7. Okay, your link move doesn't trigger. Or the link isn't what you intended. What is your link move again? I keep forgetting.
Mine's kind of weird. It's whenever you make a link with a character that has a link of a different type with you, gain +1 forward on actions against them.
Okay, so no, link move doesn't trigger. You get your light link.
Okay.
There we go. Everyone's all linked up with Goliath there. All right. So you're all making friends with each other and all of that. Xylene, you're still trying to figure out how the TV works. What direction do we feel the scene should be headed in? Obviously, Detective Siri has said they will lead the way and guide you towards the Mets to try and find out what was stolen, how and why, and maybe even who done it.
But first, a snack.
First, a snack, of course.
We protect, we attack, but mostly we just want a snack.
Exactly.
All right, so you can head into the kitchen, and in there you will see the the slightly larger Gargoyle, who is just being such a good boy, such a wholesome boy. As he has made his sandwich. It is a very classic Scooby-Doo type sandwich with things that you're fairly certain don't belong in sandwiches. You're like fairly certain there is just a whole chicken in between some of the slices, like just whole chicken, just there, and he just head back, opens, and starts just all in, just devouring that.
Watching him, I'm gonna see if I too have the ability to unhinge my jaw. Just open my jaw and be like, ah.
You most certainly do. You are no longer bound by the confinements of logic. You are a cartoon character.
Ah, sweet. Okay, so with that noted, I'm going to start rummaging through the fridge and pull out okay, yeah, more sandwich fixins and start making 3 sandwiches.
So, out of curiosity, just assume there is everything you could possibly think of needing in the fridge. What is Rissix's go-to, like, signature sandwich?
Okay, so I don't. It's like a turkey, avocado, lettuce, tomato, cheese type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a name for it in various restaurants, and I've blanked out.
Wait, for what again?
I'm gonna
I
make...
can't remember the name.
Right? I keep thinking
know
there's
what you're talking about.
California in the name, but
Uh,
I don't know. Just turkey, avocado, something.
Club.
Club.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So I'm going to be making one of those. And I'm going to make Siri and Rissix's favorites, whatever those are.
Well, Rissix, you as resident mom friend, you would assumedly know. So, Siri,
Yes.
favorite sandwich?
Well, right now, Siri's just got a box of pizza open in this place called Pizza Fantastico, and it's just nomming on pizza.
And Xylene, what is the sandwich that you get made?
I feel like it'd just be like a bunch of deli meats with like various cheeses stacked in between with like vegetables, you know, lettuce, a little bit of onion, some tomato, definitely pickles, just all kind of what is the word? Layered? Not layered, but like the words staggered between one another. Words are
Um,
hard.
I don't know. Fixins?
All the fixins.
Has everyone else just made themselves really hungry?
Yes, very
Yes.
much so.
Now I'm like imagining. I'm like, when this game's done, I'm gonna go make a sandwich.
Yeah, I don't know if I have bread right now, but
Oh,
I
no.
really want a sandwich. I think we have
Oh.
cheese.
Cheese is a kind of bread.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, look, weirder stuff has been used here in the U.S. as bread. Does anyone remember the horror of the Double Down?
What?
I
Yeah.
unironically love a fucking double down. Not gonna lie.
I mean, isn't it? It's just like meat.
Yeah, it
Just
Yeah.
meat.
the bread is chicken. The bread
It
is
was.
chicken.
so good. It was so bad, but it was so
I
good.
could not bring myself to try it.
I feel
Mm.
like it. I mean, I'm sure it's just all it was chicken. So like, I'm sure it tasted fine. But it's also like, I feel like it'd be really greasy and get all over the place. And
Yeah, I know
Okay.
you could get it either fried or grilled.
Okay, I need to put a pause on the actual games. Just go. What?
Okay, so a few years ago, Kentucky Fried Chicken had
Mm.
this thing that was like the KFC Double Down, and it was a chicken sandwich, but instead of bread, it was chicken, either fried or
Yeah.
grilled.
And
So you would have
and the
chicken.
filling was chicken.
No, it
Yeah.
was like cheese and sauce, and then chicken.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I understand. I'm confused.
Yeah, that and the KFC bowls are the two things that I feel like you can definitely mock us as a culture for.
Hey,
the
you can't
KFC
hate
bowl
on the
thing's
bowls.
kind of. I'm weird about like mixing things. I've always been very weird about mixing things. So the bowls do kind of like ooh. But
Okay,
that's more
so-
of a mental mixing of things. And
This is
Bardic,
not a
I will send
thing.
a picture of the double down.
Yeah. I don't know what you mean when you say the bowls. That
Okay,
I am
so,
not with
again-
KFC enough, or it just never made
again,
it over again.
KFC, they had for a while the KFC's famous bowls, which you might know from the Patton Oswalt KFC Sadness Bowls bit. But it was mashed potatoes, corn, chicken, was there any? I know gravy.
Mm-hmm.
I ordered them a couple times in college just because I was like, well, it's cheap. But then, like, one day I was like, oh god, I can't stand the taste. Like, I like all of these individually, but the way that it's just kind of sitting together, like, just stopped being appealing to me.
So okay,
But yeah, it
so
was
it's
just
all
a
of these
burden.
things.
There is a link in chat of what a double down is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm very confused by like the. So what?
It was kind of the very definition of stoner food, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bowl itself, like, what was the bowl? Was that?
Oh, it was just a
edible as
plastic bowl. It was a plastic
Okay.
bowl.
Oh, okay,
No,
so
no,
it
no.
was like
That's a
everything-
double. That is a double
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
that's
that,
the double down. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the-
famous bowl was just a plastic bowl filled with everything kind of mushed together.
Yeah, I think it was what, mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, chicken, more gravy, and cheese or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Hold
can't
on, I'm
stop
gonna-
looking at this double down
There. That is a famous bowl.
because I am fairly certain not with chicken, because I'm looking at that and that is giving me like mad McDonald's hash brown vibes.
Oh.
That is all I'm seeing, and I'm looking at that going, I've made this either whilst hungover or, you know,
Altered.
yes,
Hmm.
you know, after partaking in herbs that are not legal in this country. So, I need to stop looking at food. I'm really
I know, I'm getting
Yeah, I'm
hungry.
making myself really, really hungry.
okay.
I didn't really eat
So-
lunch.
So,
Okay,
that's
so
this game.
We have now had our food montage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
montage.
it's a real good montage. Broadway, you know what? Broadway's more than happy to help make all this stuff for you. He loves making food. He loves helping people. He's just such a good okay, Loki. I did not remember Broadway before I went back and rewatched this. Broadway is such a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
He really is.
Ah. Okay. So Broadway, he loves helping people. He loves being good. He helps you all make food. You know, he's a real good cook. He will make you this stuff. He will help out however he can. You can have your food. It's a great montage. What?
Okay, I want to form a mastery link with Broadway.
Oh yeah, Broadway going to teach how to cook.
Yes,
Heck
All right.
Broadway is helping me improve my cooking.
Let's go for it.
Okay, so it's mastery, so that's +2. Oh no. I rolled 2 1s, so that is a 4.
Okay. So, I mean, Broadway's going to try and roll a mastery link with you because he wants to teach you. And okay, Broadway rolled a 9, so Broadway gets a mastery with you. You, however, I am going to say, I think a light link just works fine here because it's good, it's friendly, it's happy. Everything is all good here.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's someone else getting a link. That is Broadway getting a mastery link with you as well. So that's what the miss is there. And is anyone else rolling with Broadway here?
Yep.
Let's do
Going
it.
for a heart and got a 6.
Does anyone have anything that could give you a +1? So anything we have to take that up a little bit?
Oh, that's with my +1.
Oh, that's with the +1.
Yeah.
Okay, so once again, Okay. As you're trying to make a heart link, I feel that you inadvertently learn something from Broadway. You learn
Oh.
cooking. You learn food prep. You learn how to respect the food and how to cherish it. So that's a mastery link right there.
You've given the cat the ability to make food.
Yeah.
What? An opposable thumb.
Dun dun dun. I think I wanted to go for a mastery.
Yeah. We're all trying to learn from Broadway.
I feel now I just have this headcanon that none of us are great cooks, so we're all fascinated by this.
Yeah,
That's
the only
an
thing.
8.
The
An
only
8.
thing that we saw Rissix making was eggs, so I feel like maybe that's like the only thing that she can make.
Just headcanon, we're all trying to learn how to cook better.
For 8, I am going to say, yeah, you get the mastery link, but obviously your link move doesn't trigger. So,
Okey-dokey.
you get a mastery, and Broadway's going to get a light link because Broadway is just happy to make friends with you.
Oh,
He's just a happy, good boy. Alrighty, so we've got that. That's all done. Everyone's had food. It's a good little montage. And with that, Siri, do you... Well, actually, yeah. Words. I'm having multiple thoughts, and I can barely maintain one thought, so trying to have more than one. They're all coming out jumbled together. Siri,
Yes.
after you have done eating, Goliath will, after he has continued to stand stoically and look brooding, will look to you and go, Detective, where is this net? I believe you can guide us there, correct?
Yes. I'm going to go get in my car and just follow me from above.
We can do that. Lead the way.
Okay. Run down through the building.
As you run down, Goliath will look to Rissix and Xylene and go, Rissix, Xylene, this is your fight, correct?
yep.
come hither. We will take to the skies and follow the detective in her car.
Oh, wonderful. More flying. Let's do this.
Cool, 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 cool.
I'll take a Goliath with a side order of gravitas.
Everything he does is so serious.
It's great.
If you ever get the chance, just do that with your voice. Like, make it a little bit deeper and just very intense about. And then dramatic pause. Everything.
It's reminding me of the Hannibal, how to do a Hannibal speak. Something inane. Tell me, Will. Something, something.
Yup.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
gargoyle, it is like a metaphor for life and death. Tell me, Will, when you become stone, what will we see?
Exactly. Why doesn't NBC own, or why doesn't Disney own NBC?
I don't think we could justify playing Hannibal in this game.
I doubt it. Oh, it's
Probably
one
not.
of my favorite shows. Oh, it's so good.
Same. I've
It
been
was
thinking
really
of doing
good.
a rewatch.
Okay. So, Goliath will lead you back up to the roof, and you will stand there stoically, of course. There's a flash of lightning, just so Goliath can look extra imposing. You're fairly certain a couple of rooftops over, you see someone dressed up as a bat in a very similar pose, almost as if the exact same animation team made the same thing.
Wrong universe. Wrong universe.
Shh.
It's just one off. It's the crossover episode happening over there.
Like, seriously though, watch the Batman animated series intro and then watch the Gargoyles animated series intro. They are essentially exactly the same. It's so good. So with that, Siri, you're in your car and you start doing a drive. Do you need to roll anything to know where you're going? Oh, I think you just know it, don't you? You've got that thing. I know this.
Yeah. I know this because, but yeah, I mean, I
That's the
could.
question, yeah. What would be? I suppose. Would deep dive? I think deep dive is most justified here, unless there's
Okay,
anything
sure.
else that would be more appropriate here. Let me just.
Yeah, I'll roll a deep dive.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see if we can get more questions, because questions are always good.
Not on a 4, then.
Oof, on a 4.
Oh
So I'm
no!
gonna- I get to tell you something you wish wasn't true. Okay. Detective Siri, what you wish wasn't true that you know about this place? There's so many things. Like, I could make it really small and inane, being that, like, oh, you're gonna hit serious rush hour traffic, and there's not much you can do about it, because that's a bit silly and inane. Or, okay, the thing that you wish wasn't true is that the person you are currently in possession of, you can feel that despite her closeness to the gargoyles, she is scared that if she revealed something, she would no longer be trusted by them.
Oh.
And so you can feel this overwhelming angst from inside.
That sense of dread.
Hmm.
Now, do I think going to the museum will cause that to get... Ooh. You know what? Why don't we go to... We are going to head to the Met Cloisters instead of the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Okay. So, in case it wasn't obvious, I am not an American. So, quickly...
So there's the Metropolitan Museum of Art. You're familiar with the Met Gala?
Yes.
That is where... That's the Met, basically.
Yeah.
The Met Cloisters, they actually went there in one of the episodes of Gargoyles. It's the, like, castle-like place.
That's the one. Yes.
Here, I was hoping that, like, we would actually go to the actual Met Gala and crash it.
Well, all your favorite 90s celebrities, all there in various regalia.
Who is that? Ian Ziering.
Okay. You know, I forgot. I am sat with information at my fingertips, so Met Cloisters. I can just do a Google, so I know.
Technology.
Yeah, you're gonna want to, like, look up the Cloisters Manhattan.
Yeah, Cloisters Manhattan. There we go.
We have one of those in our area, actually. It's beautiful.
Okay. Oh. Do I know what happens? Yeah. Oh my god, of course I know this episode.
Hmm. It's the one with
Yeah.
the book and the... Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. 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 Alrighty. So, you start driving. Up above in the sky, there is Goliath, Rissix, and Xylene. Goliath will take the lead and will basically show you how to get through these twisting and convoluted New York streets safely. You don't need to roll things. Is there anything you would like to do whilst flying? Any conversations or just general roleplay interactions, either just describing cool stuff you do as you fly or silly things you do as you fly, just anything that amuses you, Xylene and Rissix.
I don't think.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go first. Go first.
Oh, I was just gonna say real fast. I don't think Xylene would actually be trying to like pull off little tricks and stuff, because she's slightly terrified that the wings will fail and she will fall. So she is very hyper focused on trying to like get from point A to point B and absolutely following Goliath's lead.
Okay. And Rissix?
So Rissix thinks this is the coolest thing ever, and is going to be doing a series of barrel rolls.
I like that. I very much love that. That amuses me. And
just being like, wee!
And down
That's a
in the
really funny juxtaposition.
And down in the car.
I feel it's like big, like the first time a parent takes their kid on a roller coaster energy.
the kid being low-key traumatized. And I'm like, let's go!
Yeah, I'm not at all drawing from my own memories on this. No. No, I'm not remembering the time that I cried on the Wile E. Coyote mine escape at Fiesta, Texas. No.
Oh.
Oh. I'm down in the
Oh,
car.
but then I wrote it like 5 more times, so it turned out okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, that good things always work out usually, right? So things working out. Siri, in the car, do you have any discoveries or any thoughts or anything of note as you are doing a drive? It's
Trying to
entirely up to
figure
you.
out-
You don't have to or not.
Like, Siri is just kind of vaguely confused
Mm-hmm.
because, oh, I don't know, body's weird, I guess. Or it's not weird, but I mean, I don't know, where's the baseline for this?
The last body you were in was Hussein.
Exactly. Siri does not see what's so weird going on right now. Like, all right, yeah, but what's wrong with that?
An appropriate amount of time passes, and you arrive at the cloisters. This very, as you described, almost castle-like structure and building. You arrive, you park the car. Goliath, Rissix, and Xylene. Well, Goliath will swoop down very elegantly, followed by Rissix. Rissix, how do you land?
Okay, I'm going to try to do a loop-de-loop
Mhm.
and like just sort of glide to a stop, like, and then like do a pose, like, yeah.
And Xylene, how do you land?
I feel like it's going to be one of the less graceful sort of landings from, other instances of things. She'll sort of, touch down on the ground and like stumble a few steps forward and then sort of like shake herself off and, just all over shaking and just like, okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Okay, sorry, I'm just quickly reading something. There's a lot of information. I'm trying to all make sure I take it in. Okay. Yeah. All right. I will have to do a little extra research on that, but I feel like I can work with that. I feel like I can work with that really well. I love my players. All right. So you have all landed, and with that, Goliath will gesture to Detective Siri and go, so this is the Met. It's
Yes.
familiar.
Yeah, oh, right. We were here before. Wait, no, was I? No, never mind. Mazel wasn't at that one. Never mind. Does it?
The architecture reminds me of home.
Ah, right.
As
Well-
you head in, would is anybody like looking around particularly? Are you investigating? Are you what are people doing? How are you also getting inside? Out of curiosity, because your gargoyles, you can just climb up into a window. You can
Yeah.
rip a
Yeah,
door.
I'm
open.
totally just gonna go through a window, the first window I see.
Yeah.
Our understanding is this place was broken into.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna
I
break
thi-
into it.
Yeah, well, was broken in previously. So I think I'm actually, before going in, I'm actually going to kind of just take a look around and try to, see if there's any evidence, like did somebody break in through a window or anything like that.
So, looking around, you do see signs that somebody has broken in through one of the windows here. There appears to be deep claw marks around the window frame, and the window has just been quite haphazardly smashed open.
I'm going to kind of look at my own claws and look at the claw marks. Are they similar? Like, do I think that if I...
They seem similar in origin. These claws seem slightly more defined, and certainly used by maybe someone more adept than you with said claws. But they seem very similar in concept, at least.
Weird. I will go ahead and jump in, like, kind of just go in through the window, trying not to, like, step on broken glass and that sort of thing.
I mean, you probably can, because, your skin is stone. You probably wouldn't notice stepping on glass.
I don't think Xylene would think that, like, of that. Kind of like the whole, kind of forgot that her spear could just materialize. Sort of a thing, so...
No, okay, I like that. And Siri, sorry, yeah. So Xylene, you've gone that way. Rissix, you going in through the same window, or are you just going in through the first window you come across?
Okay, sorry. I pushed the wrong button and freaked out and thought I had left the call. Okay, so I think Rissix is still super excited about the flying, and basically just goes through the first window, just smash through.
Yeah. Totally justifiable. So, Siri, how are you entering the building?
Well, first thing, gonna do a deep dive. Let's see. What is that's heart. That's 7. All right.
Okay, 7, I believe, gets you 2.
1.
Okay, yeah. 1, yeah. Okay, so
you ask me a thing.
I'm going to ask you a question. The question here that I'm going to ask you... What here is not as it seems?
Let's see. There has been a break-in, which seems awfully convenient and also concerning. But what's not as it seems is this isn't connected to the other break-in.
This has... You are correct. These are 2 separate break-ins. We got subplots going on here. Side stories. A web of narratives.
And then, Siri's just gonna go in through the recently smashed window now.
Okay.
That was easy.
You all go in through these smashed windows and kind of looking around inside of this building, having a little poke around, a little, what's this? What's that? What's the other?
Flashlight.
Of course, flashlight. Going full detective. You would... What is the word I'm looking for? Yes. You would very obviously you would see in this building there's like hallways and all that nonsense, but there is one room and you can hear sound coming from it at the far end, and if you rush out, I assume you head towards the sound, because the sound is definitely some breaking of things, like stones being turned over and pulled apart and things like that.
Oh, of course, then.
Yeah. So, heading in, you see a rather tall woman, or what appears to be a woman at the very least, with blue skin, large bat-like wings, and ragged, bright red hair, as she seems to be pulling apart some stones in the wall.
Oh, shit. That's Sirius' reaction currently.
Mm-hmm.
Rissix is going to turn to Goliath and go, one of yours?
Not anymore. Okay, did you hear what happened?
Yeah,
just
I
then?
heard
Yeah.
things. I just had to step away for a second.
Yeah, understandable. What is Xylene's reaction to seeing this person?
Pretty girl.
Yeah, just as Bardic had many awakenings due to Goliath, I'm sure many people had awakenings to this character being.
I mean...
Por que no los dos?
This show did not have to go this hard, and it
No.
just did.
Sure did.
So with that, Goliath will stand very stoic. Everything Goliath does is very stoic. That is just you just have to accept that. And as he does so, wings out, chest puffed up, takes a very aggressive stance as he just growls an almost subsonic level.
Why
of
am I picturing him
gravel.
like an angry parrot?
All right, that's it. Goliath is Angie Parrot now.
Does that, like, hopping sideways things that cockatiels do?
And yeet whatever they dislike away.
Yeah. So there's this very low growl as Goliath just shouts out. Well, doesn't shout out. He's asserting dominance now. So yeah, you know what? He is doing little sideways hops. Although instead of hops, they're side steps, just gentle side steps to assert some level of dominance. As he like growls out, "Demona," and this woman gargoyle will turn around, and in her hands she appears to be holding a book that she seems to have pulled out of the walls, and she kind of gives a very menacing smile as she looks and kind of sneers ever so slightly and goes, "Well, look who's been dragged in. Wouldn't it be a shame if I don't recognize you two. And detective, there's something not right with you either. Well, I lack the time or the energy to deal with you. I have bigger things to plan now." She holds the book, flicks it to a page, and just goes, "This should do the trick. A way to reveal your true self." And she begins to recite something. She recites words in a language, assumedly Latin, which I do not know. She says some words. There's some Latin, there's some words that aren't a real language, but they sound fancy, and that's how they get into 90s TV shows for kids. And with
Domine
that...
sugaras habeas corpus.
Here I am looking up that one poem by Catullus. You know the one.
Yeah. Lorem ipsum. Well, while she's doing that, Siri's gonna cast magic. No. This is not going down.
We trying to do a nope. All right, yeah. Please roll to cast some magic.
7 plus 1. Yeah, so that's an 8. All right, that works.
Okay, so for 8, I believe you get to pick 2, or is it pick 1? Where's my? I keep clicking around. Yeah, because I keep clicking around and I don't remember what page I'm on. Okay, so what would you like to pick?
I'm thinking a semi-permanent condition.
Mm-hmm.
As like Maza lifts up her hands and one of the stones flies off the ground and hits Damona's hands, knocking the book out of her hands.
Okay. Would anybody else like to try and do something?
I want to try and use magic to create a shield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So... it's a 9 plus 2, that's 11.
Okay, yeah, 11. You can pick 3 from the list. So, cause 1 harm, deal 1 harm, more than 1 entity, no unintended consequences, create an illusion, semi-permanent condition, or bypass defenses.
Okay. Would a shield be a semi-permanent condition?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. So, as Rissik starts pulling in various shades and colors, a very bright, like it looks like, you know, that when you look at a soap bubble, that kind of swirling colors.
Mm-hmm.
So that starts to take form in front of them. Opened something. Okay, I have a thought. Can I open a hole in the floor under Damona?
That's literally what I was. Love it.
You most certainly can.
Yes.
And then what would you like the third thing to be?
Bypass defenses, I guess.
Ooh. Okay, that's actually really good, because obviously she has wings, so that would be a good defense here. So, before I go into what happens there, Xylene, would you like to do anything?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to try to cast some magic.
Mm-hmm.
It's just barely a 7.
Just barely a 7. Well, a 7 is still pick 1. What would you like?
I am going to try to inflict a semi-permanent condition. I want to try to, like, daze her.
Okay.
Basically, try to, you know, like that whole lose a turn, daze.
Yeah. And what? How would the magic work for this? What would you like that to look like?
Okay, so this is gonna be goofy, but basically a spectrum.
Damn it. I was thinking it. Oh.
So a spectral hand will appear and flicker in the center of the forehead.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. No, this is really good. So the 3 of you collectively all cast magic, and so I'm gonna say Xylene's thing takes effect first. So flick in the forehead, causing Damona to be like a bit dazed. Then the hand, the book is ripped from her hand, and her arms. The semi-permanent condition that you would like to inflict, Siri. You want to say like her hands are like bound together, so that's why she can't hold the book.
I was thinking
Or
the
do you have something better?
I was thinking like the semi-permanent condition was like losing the book. Although I
okay.
kind of like the idea of having the stone wrap around her wrists, just like.
Yes, I'm also very happy with this. So, wrist, book on the floor, and then floor opens up as Demona is just like dropped into it as a protective shield bubble is thrown around. It's just you didn't choose multiple targets, did you, Rissik? So it's just you who's getting shield bubble up.
I'm sorry, I was checking something. Can you repeat that?
Not a problem. I was just asking. You didn't choose multiple targets, did you? So
No,
your
just
shield
one.
bubble. Yeah, just you. No. Shield bubble.
Well, yeah.
And open the hole, and semi-permanent is falling into a hole, I guess.
Yeah.
Get dunked on.
Getting
Semi-permanent
dunked on.
condition in the floor, a hole.
I love how
okay.
we've taken this angsty cartoon and just turned it into slapstick comedy.
I mean, have you watched season 2?
I was gonna say, have you watched
I've not actually hit season 2 yet on Disney Plus,
Yeah.
but yeah, it gets. I know it gets weird.
Yeah,
Like-
season 3 is basically just not canon. Like,
Hmm.
the creator ended up doing a series of comics that takes place after season 2, because they were like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, season 3 I wasn't involved in. Didn't happen.
Oof.
There was a lot of cartoons from the 90s where that kind of thing happened. Just by the time I got to like season 3, I went, I don't know, do something.
Cough,
And
cough, last season of X-Men.
yeah, in X-Men, the Batman animated series, that took a weird turn in its last season as well. They just
Yeah.
anyway, yes, we have collectively dunked on Demona very firmly. As she falls through the floor, and you know she's going to fall into the sewers. And there is now a book on the floor that you have access to. Goliath didn't get much of a chance to react. He seems a little dazed for a moment, but he kind of shakes his head and pulls himself back around. Something is a little strange, but there's no outward signs of like affliction or something, so that's not sure what's going on there just yet.
Can I make a dark link with Demona?
Oh yes, please do.
Be rolling for that too.
Okay. Do.
Gonna be an 8 for
5.
me.
Okay, so Camp Jack, I believe you just said you got an 8, right?
Yep.
So 8, yeah, you get your dark link. 5. All right. So I will give you the link, but I am going to make a move that you can't see. So that has happened. And Xylene, are you making a link here? The obvious antagonist?
Yeah, I thought I almost for a second was like, it'd be really funny to try to do a heart link, but I'm gonna go for a dark. Just like, pretty girl. But no, I'm going dark. 10.
10. All right. Yes. So you just get that. Boom. And your link move. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's if she were to have a different link type than what I establish.
So
So.
I think. I mean, dark is the easy answer here, but I think Demona. This collective experience is very quickly making her have to question stuff about herself. So I'm debating either between mastery, because now she feels the need, okay, I need to learn something from this experience, or part because I am learning something from this experience, and I'm gonna do that's gonna create some change. I'm happy with either. So input from the group. What would we feel is more appropriate here?
Demona's feels like such a schemer to me that mastery makes more sense.
Yeah.
That's what
Hmm.
I was thinking.
Yeah. Okay. So she is going to make a mastery link with. I'm just going to say Xylene just for ease, but basically with the group as a collective, that she's going to use this opportunity to learn and study and better herself.
Which
For evil.
sweet. So that means I'll have that +1 forward.
Yes, you do.
Sweet.
All right.
And also, Siri is gonna go over and pick that book up.
Yeah, you get that book.
What was Demona reading?
This book is called. Oh God, how do I even say that word? I'm just trying to think. Where would this be written somewhere in the book? Like, is it? And I think it will. The word that stands out most to you on the front cover is Grimorium or Grimorum. This is a spooky book. It is a spooky book filled with spooky magics.
So what specifically was Demona reading? Just flipping.
So, flicking through, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, but specifically, what she had found, it was a true nature spell. So basically, reveal anything that is hidden, whether that be your natural instinct for aggression, whether that be if you say, for example, hiding your identity or your true form in any way, shape, or form, it would just remove that. It's very much like it's kind of like a truth spell, but twisted ever so slightly.
I wonder if there is a way to like cleverly destroy the spell.
That is a very good question. What do you think would work?
I'm thinking cast magic, and I would need at least a 10 to do some trickery there.
Yeah, I think that could work. Let's roll a cast magic real quick.
That's not.
What did you get?
Seeing as 5 plus 6, 7. All right, I got to a 7.
Okay, so you can pick one then.
Wait, can't I burn a link to
essentially gain advantage?
Yeah. How that works?
I believe so. Let me just check spending link.
Yes, spend a link to
link.
gain advantage.
Yeah.
Gonna do that and burn mine with Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, this is a 1, so let's re-roll that. An 8, 9, 10, yes!
There we go. All right. So what is it you are trying to do?
So for this, it's going to be... create an illusion, bypass defenses, and cause 1 harm, probably?
Okay.
To, like, basically nuke the page, but not make it look like I'm nuking the page. And obviously, Spellbook will have
1 harm done to it. Yeah. Okay.
And
yeah.
But the bypass defenses because spellbooks, dangerous.
Yeah, that is actually a perfect combination. So yes, you can essentially destroy that.
Instead of destroying it, just rip it out and tuck it away.
So you still have a hold of that if you need it for the future.
Yes.
Okay. I like that. That has stuff we can do. All right. So I know we ended up having an impromptu break early because I had to deal with animals. How are the three of you doing? Does anyone need to like move around or grab a drink or anything
I
like
think
that?
a 5-minute break would be good.
Yeah. All right. So quick 5-minute break here, and we'll come back and we'll find out what has happened to Demona, who has fallen into the sewers, because I just had good plans. I just had good plans.
All right, so we'll be back in a few minutes. See y'all.
Yeah. See you real soon, everybody. Alrighty, we are back. So, where we left off, Siri in the body of one. I've forgotten her name because my memory
Detective
is terrible.
Maza?
That's it, Detective Maza. Thank you. Was being not suspicious with a magic book, whilst everybody else was enjoying the somewhat swift defeat of a potential antagonist for the current story arc. What would everybody like to do immediately following this? There is a hole in the ground in which you dropped Demona.
We're still under the impression, well, two of us are still under the impression that this was the place that they were talking about on TV? Or...
Yes, two of you are of that word impression. There we go. Oh gosh.
Okay. I guess I'll just sort of straighten up and just be like, so, should we try to investigate, or, was that mystery solved, or...
I mean, job done, right? Holding up the book.
Didn't they say it was like some kind of clay pot or something, though? On the gummy phone thing?
Probably don't need to trust the Yelly guy. I don't really think the Yelly guy is very reliable.
You make a good point.
Goliath, who is a little less reserved and stoic than usual, will very much start walking over towards the hole and is, now is our chance. We will seek out Demona while she is on the run, and will put a stop to her nefarious schemes.
Did stop nefarious scheme.
We do not chase her down and stop her permanently. She will just rise up and attack again. We must follow. We must get pursuit.
When you say permanently stop, do you mean like...
So, does Eileen do like a little action?
Well, she's literally like, when you say permanently stop, do you mean like moves her finger across her neck and like looks a little concerned?
Goliath will kind of grit his teeth and go, it comes to such an act. I'm not afraid to do what must be done.
Can I do a deep dive real quick?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Something seems wrong. That's 10. Yeah. I think I have a
Okay,
plus
so 10.
10.
With a 10, what is that? You get to ask
You ask-
two and I ask you one back? Yep.
Yes.
What order would you like that done in?
Let me ask you two and then... Or no, I'll ask you two, you ask me one? How's that work?
Yeah, okay.
Then the first thing I'm gonna ask is... What here is not as it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Second question is, what is the best way out of this situation?
Okay. So, obvious answer. What here is not as it seems. Goliath. That's not right. That's not normal. His regular stoic, calm nature seems to have been pushed aside. And what is the best way out of a situation. He started to act like this after something happened with the magic book. So one would assume maybe there's something in the book, or perhaps Demona, who seems to know more about this, perhaps she could do something about it.
Got it.
Now, my question to you is, what is the biggest threat here?
The biggest threat here is the book.
Hmm. If it can do this, and that wasn't even finished, that spell wasn't fully cast. Imagine what could happen if you tried and something went wrong. Is that worth risking it?
Let's find out. Flippy, 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 flippy.
Oh dear. Okay, so you're gonna start doing a research. Goliath. If no one is gonna try and stop him, Goliath is jumping into that hole and he's gonna go hunt down his ex-girlfriend. Things you should never do. Don't chase Don't chase your ex into sewers. It's not good. It never ends well.
Someone should go after him, right? Right? And I'm going to hop in.
Yep, you got it.
Rissix, are you on team figure out the book or team stop a minor domestic from erupting?
I'm gonna look between the two and decide. I think that she's got it. I'm gonna look at the book.
Okay, so, you know what? Let's follow Xylene to begin with. So, Xylene, remember a little while ago when I got to make a pretty strong move? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
down in the sewers, which it seems like there shouldn't have been that much time passed, especially not for as much stuff to seemingly have occurred. But you see the area where Demona would have landed, and you see the stone that was binding her wrist. That has been not only ripped off, that seems to have been disintegrated, almost as if melted by some very potent-looking acid. And Demona she has gone. She has disappeared, and there is an overwhelming sensation that you are being watched down here.
And Goliath is nowhere in sight?
Goliath is he's in the sewers and he's just running. He's just running through these sewers very haphazardly.
I will run after, but like try to get a sense of who might be watching. So not as fast. Kind of like a light jog, because I don't want to lose sight of him, but also I always feel like somebody is watching me. Is not a good feeling.
It always feels like no matter what. Alright, I need to just get that on my mind. There we go. Okay, so as you run down the sewers, it eventually comes to, as it always does, a fork in the road. You can go left or you can go right. Which way will you go?
Is he still in sight?
You have lost sight of Goliath at this point. Because he is booking it, and you're doing a more casual half jog.
Okay. Is there any sort of like roll that could be done to try to like get like a, I guess, perception-esque?
Okay, so there's not really like perception. Deep dive, that is kind of like your figure stuff out roll.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that could be justified here. I think that's kind of it, really. Let's look on there.
I mean, I can try for a deep dive. Probably won't go that well, but I could certainly try.
Yeah, but I think that might. I mean, is there anything on your play? I can't imagine your playbook has anything that'd be useful here. No, I don't think there is.
No, because I've got my moves are drive form. Come on, you can do better than that. And my darkness is my weakness. So.
Okay, so let's deep dive and let's try and.
Yeah. Wait, 7 minus 1, so 6.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something you wish wasn't true. That sensation of being watched is not just paranoia. It's not just that's a bad vibe. You have been being watched, and from out of the shadows. In fact, one person just physically steps out of the wall itself. A whole cavalcade of strange-looking beings step out. They appear to be vaguely human, although many of them have different, just strange aspects to them. So, for example, one appears to be entirely blue-skinned. One person seems to have a prismatic rainbow effect on their hair that then translates down to the rest of their body. And the person who appears to be in charge, as it were, a fairly tall woman with short, scragged, dark, bluish black hair, wearing an eye patch, steps out. And
oh my god.
I love when people have figured out what it is, and it makes me happy. As stood by her side, a very small green-skinned person who seems to have scales forming on his skin, as he's huddled near her, as she looks and just points at you, Xylene, and says, "Get the intruder."
I'm gonna run the opposite direction.
Now, I believe at that point we can jump cut on over back to Team Book. Team Book, how's it going?
I want to do a deep dive while looking through the book.
Let's do it. Let's learn this book.
Because I don't have that tab open, can you remind me? Rolling with mastery, right?
Yes.
Roll with heart for
Heart.
deep dive.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that'll be fun. Okay. Uh, 5 minus 1, that's 4.
Okay, so that is a miss. So I'm going to tell you something that you wish wasn't true.
Miss gives me XP, right?
That's on a link.
Okay.
So, for example, if you're rolling with your worst being heart, you'd get XP there. So, I'm going to tell you something you wish wasn't true. Siri has altered the book. Siri has taken something from the book. Is Siri working against you? Have you been betrayed by your lovable cat? Drama.
Dun dun dun. Sorry.
Are we on TNT now? Do we know drama?
Oh no!
Wait.
By God, it's Siri with the steel
Holy
chair.
shit! Holy shit!
Okay, so before before roleplay drama can ensue, Siri, what would you like to do? You're still looking for the book, aren't you? Or trying to do something. What would you like?
Yes.
Or would you like to react to Rissix having seemingly found you having done a thing?
Oh, yeah, no, totally gonna react to that.
Mm-hmm.
So, take it away, Rissix.
Okay, by altered the book, like ripped out a page or... I don't remember.
Yes, Siri has taken a page from the book, specifically the page that caused this magical effect. So it seems this
Okay.
reveal, this true self, this revelation spell.
Okay. I'm going to look and say there's pages missing. Did you see anything?
Oh, yeah, totally. I took one.
Can I see it?
Yeah, here.
Okay, and I'm going to skim through that.
Yep, this is a revelation spell, a truth spell. It's fairly twisted in its like definition, and it could very easily be manipulated to, make someone who is suppressing a lot of anger, just lash out. It can, maybe reveal something about yourself. Maybe it could be used to force people to reveal secrets, or if they are physically hiding something. It's a fairly manipulative spell, to say the least, and it's just not a particularly pleasant thing. In the fact that somebody would purposely seek this out and keep it for themselves, I feel that's fairly suspect.
Could you imagine if the gargoyle had cast that on us?
That could have been a problem.
Exactly.
I'm going to fold the paper up and put it in my pocket.
Yeah, totally fine.
Okay. So
Look, at the end of the day, Siri wants to protect us. That would have gone
Yeah.
7 ways of sideways.
It certainly would. Okay, so that interaction is seemingly all right. Okay, it was a little suspect, but it checks out. Might raise an eyebrow here and there now, but trust has been reestablished. Siri, would you like to try and get something from the book?
Oh, yeah. Let's try and
Alright.
figure out some fun spells.
Let's do it.
I guess I want to do a cast magic?
Yeah.
Just to, learn them? Question mark?
Okay.
That is a 8. Plus Rissix is 1 and Mastery 1. 10. All right.
Okay. So, something just from my perspective, if I was in your position, I think, for example, the semi-permanent condition that I would give right here is whilst in possession of this book. If you are casting a spell from the book, as in if you are using cast magic with this book, that is easily a +1 going forward. So that's
Cool.
what that would be if you were to take that.
I'm thinking the 3 that I want to go with are semi-permanent condition, bypass defenses, and no unintended consequences.
That is very good. Okay, so you're a regular old magic cat police lady, like even better magic cat police lady.
I've added new magic to my list.
Hmm. So the magic you can now do is, I mean, the fact you've got no unintended consequences, that's pretty damn good, because there's a lot of things that could go very wrong with this book. So rolling that 10 was really useful right here. All right. So with that, I think, yeah, you definitely find a spell in there, which is just a fairly generic cleansing spell. It looks like you could maybe twist it a little bit to maybe do something more nefarious, but you feel like you understand the gist of it, and you could use it in such a way to get no negative effects from it if you wanted to go and fix your good angsty boy.
So, let's go fix this, I guess.
Okay. Jump in the sewer.
R6. R6.
Yeah.
Carry me.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to grab Siri and jump down, holding the wings out to glide like a parachute.
All right. So you land. You see the same thing that Xylene saw. You saw where Demona would have landed, and that has been all messed up. You see claw prints in the floor, and you can actually hear down the hallway what vaguely sounds to be it sounds as if there is a confrontation occurring, and that confrontation we will jump back over to Xylene. Xylene, how would you like to handle this group of strange-looking people who seem fairly hostile?
So I immediately started to run away. And I think what I want to try to do is I'm actually going to try to cast magic again. Because she's... yeah.
Okay. So, just for clarification on my part here, are you running deeper into the sewers or running back the way you came?
Basically the idea was the exact opposite direction of them.
Okay.
So if they were on like one side of the fork, maybe going back, or if they were like right in front. Well, no. Yeah, one side of the fork would have gone the other way in the fork, or if they were like right in front intervening, then I would have dipped back.
Yeah. They were intervening. They were basically cutting you off from tracking down Goliath, so that's you rushing back now towards your friends, which is very convenient. So, roll to cast magic, please. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, heck yeah, that is an 11.
Ooh, so that
Nice.
is pick 3.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I kind of want to do. I want to try to essentially kind of put a barrier up between me and them, try to make it harder for them to get to. So I guess that would be like a semi-permanent condition. I think would be, yeah. So essentially do that. I'm actually going to not directly cause harm to them, but the second they touch the wall, it's kind of electrified. So cause 1 harm and no unintended consequences, because, you know, sewer, damp, electrifying things might spell badly. I don't want to accidentally get shocked by this.
All right, yeah, cool. I like that. So you're just basically casting thunder. And goes,
yeah, essentially electrifying the wall. So basically, as she's running, she's going to sort of like touch the side of the wall. Her eyes will briefly glow for a second, and right behind her, the wall will just sort of shoot out
Mm-hmm.
and like light blue lightning will kind of be, jumping off the wall
Okay.
itself.
Okay, yeah, cool. I like that. All right, so you can start. You can start just rushing on back. As you keep running, you'll definitely run into Rissix and Siri, who will have just landed. What is this interaction? Rissix, Siri, you have landed. You heard some ruckus, and you now see Xylene like sprinting back towards you.
Oh God,
Ooh,
what
how bad
happened?
is their fight?
Yep, someone's following me. Someone's following me.
Which one?
They don't seem very friendly. Yep. And I feel like I would hear them talking, but still looking back to see if the wall's effective. So I might collide.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Everyone happy if this is
Oh, totally.
smash. So you run into each other. The wall did work as you were looking over. Like that seems to have slowed them all down. So in the time it will take you all to dust yourselves off, stand yourselves up, the electrifying stuff will have worn away, leaving a small group of about 8 people, as I described before, all of which look vaguely humanoid, but somewhat mutated, one might say, in some way, shape, or form, in a physical manner, slowly walking down the sewers towards you.
Oh. Huh.
I'm going to do the mom push them behind, like hold arms out, push Siri and Xylene behind me.
I don't think they're happy we're intruding.
Hello?
As you go to greet these people, the leader, the previously described woman, eye patch, scraggly dark blue to blackish hair, kind of steps forward and goes, "More of you? Really? Look, what is your deal? What do you want with us?"
To be perfectly frank, we didn't know you were down here. We're chasing after someone who looks, kind of like me, but with red hair. Came through here earlier, probably very angry.
You try to chase down our sister?
What?
She's your sister?
Mm,
I don't see the family resemblance, but family is more than okay. Yeah. Have the same hair going on. I dig it.
This cat, she pins up her nose. It's a metaphor. It's a found family. Look, you just made a low key threat, so me and the family we're gonna take you out. Okay?
Whoa,
Wait.
Hold up.
Nope. I got this. Oh, damn it. And Siri's gonna step forward and just rippling through Siri. As Siri is no longer Detective Maza, but standing there with blue skin and like dark reddish hair and yellow eyes. Hey, Callisto.
And at this moment, like previously when Gargoyle's Peak came up on the screen, Gargoyle's Peak will fade away. It will transition down to the sewers, where it will now read New York sewers, and then parentheses, realm of the Morlocks. And I know we're like 10 minutes early. I'm very happy to wrap the session up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it seems like
I
a
think it's
good. Yeah.
Shad Universe!
Yes.
Woo!
All right, so I'm going to take this opportunity to go and do a click around. Words and such. That's what I was going to do. To find a person to raid. Whilst I do that, would my lovely players like to kindly take it in turns to say words about who they are and where they can be found on the internet doing various bits and pieces?
All right, I'll go first. Hey everybody, I am Capjack, or at Captain J Cross here on the Twitters, and you can find me, of course, here on Wednesdays for our wonderful, wonderful Dreams of Nobody that has, as always, gone off the rails in interesting directions. I have been playing Siri tonight, who was playing Detective Maza, who was being played by, well, you'll see next week. So yeah, this has been a blast, and I'm excited to see what we do next week with this.
I am very excited because I'll talk about why I was excited momentarily. Okay, who are you?
Hey, I am Kay, aka Undead Kay. I have been playing Xylene today. And yeah, you can find me here on Wednesdays for this fun times. You can also find me over on my own channel on Twitch, just Undead K, and you'll find it. And you can also find me on Twitter. Sometimes I post, it's kind of rare, but K_undead there, because Twitter is back-ass words. And yeah, super excited for next week.
And then finally, Lauren. Lauren, who are you and what do you do on the internet?
I have been Rissix today, and like I said, my name is Lauren. You can find me on Twitter at Sithwitch. You can find everywhere I've been professionally at my website, lwsalinas.com. That includes audiobooks, podcasts, more games like this. And yeah, I'm here on Wednesdays, obviously, and on Sundays at 4 U.S. Central Time. You can find me talking about the Marvelverse, appropriately enough for this, with Legends of S.H.I.E.L.D. So that's 4 p.m. at geeks.live, and we are currently talking WandaVision episode by episode.
Which
I know, so much yelling.
As far as I understand, as someone who has not watched any of it yet, there's a lot of interesting things, so that is something people should definitely go and check out if they are interested in that. All right, well, I am and have been and will hopefully continue to be the Bardic Knock. I do this every Wednesday. I do a bunch of other stuff over on my Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/the Bardic Knock. In other tabletop role-playing games, and recently have started I'm enjoying it very much so, and I hope other people enjoy it. I recently started a new series in which I have got some friends together, and we are booster pack by booster pack going through every pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and trying to learn the game through draft play. I am currently winning, having won the first little tournament we did on Monday night. So there's that. If you don't understand Yu-Gi-Oh anymore and want to watch people not understand it, check that out, because I'm actually having way too much fun with it. Because literally just before doing this, I did my draft, and my next deck is so bad. I love it. So that is me. This has been Nerds with Dice. Find them on Twitter at NerdsWDice. Find them here on Twitch. If you are catching us on YouTube, consider following or dropping us a subscription if you have the disposable income to do so, because anything helps the channel. speaking of helping the channel, there is now merch specifically for the Rift game. I believe there is currently t-shirts for Montgomery's Fudge Shop, and we're going to see if we can figure out if there's any Dreams of Nobody merch, which I need to ask the players what interesting ideas we would have, things like that. But keep your eyes and ears out for all of that. I believe that is everything. So we are going to go and raid Open for Adventure, because I've seen they are on. So I believe I've clicked the raid, so I'm going to click enter there. That should be good. And until next time, everybody, stay safe and happy adventures. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.